Everyone, this is a little bit more detailed video to show you the exact steps to set up your automation emails for your online course delivery. So I've spoke to many of you early on, those that coach on creating your own online courses, that this is sort of the final steps and it is quite important. I have some tips for you and I really want to make sure you really understand this process because it's quite valuable. So as I mentioned before, when you come to this is what I call step 4, creating your automation. You should have done step 3 already. And I am repeating myself, but step 3 is extremely important, which is integrating your payment gateway, whether it's PayPal, that you have a PayPal button on your website, or you have online shopping cart on your website that is powered through WooCommerce or other way, that all the payments have integrated with MailChimp, meaning when someone make a purchase on your website to buy your course, your MailChimp is going to know. That's what integration is about. So your MailChimp, it's going to know because we have integrated it in step 3. Now, I told you before that you must create a new list for this automation because this list is probably, we can name it online course buyer list or whatever that is. So these are the people you're going to send the delivery emails to, right? So we must correspond the right set of emails to the right set of people. So now we're going to set up the automation, and in step 2, you already created the list. So let's assume that it's all done. So this is really the step 4 of the process. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself a little bit, but I want to make sure you're crystal clear about what we're doing and what is this about. Now, some of you may not want 100% automation, so in that case you don't need to do this. You basically, you still have the list, and then every time when you get the notification that you got paid, or you can see your list is building up with new clients, that like new buyers, then you just send your campaign as delivery emails by hand manually. So that is semi-automatic. I would say that this is obviously better, 100% automated, but that's going to cost you about $10 a month for the feature to have this automation. So it's really up to you. But I'm going to show you some tricks about, not tricks, but good things to do for your delivery email anyway. So if you're not 100% automated, you just semi-automated, you still need to send out the delivery email. So that may be still something for you to hang on and also learn about this. So first of all, come log into MailChimp and come to automation. Now, so this is a mock example. So everything you will see is slightly fake. I created some mock examples here. So now, first of all, you add automation. As I mentioned from my last short video, they have some commerce retail type of template style email, but I will suggest you stay away from it just in case there are some existing preset where maybe the payment have to be clear first before this will be sent out and stuff like that. I'm not 100% across all of them, so sometimes there is that, and that may be a bummer because you want to send this email straight away to a customer and say thank you rather than waiting for the check or the credit card to go through, which sometimes the payment depends on different gateway, may take 2 or 3 days. So you don't want people hanging for 2 or 3 days. So I will always keep it simple. I will go to list activity, and I'm going to just welcome message, because whether it's about delivering your online course and thank you for purchasing, or welcome to sign up to my tribe, it's still an email. So keep it simple and add automation. Now I'm going to call this online course delivery emails. Now I'm going to pick a list, but this list is a fake list. I'm just having put some people there out of the main list to show you. So let's say I'm going to do the Lighten Up Summit list. So don't look at any of this statistic and thought this is what it is about. This is all a bit fake to set up to show you, yeah? So name your automation and you pick the list. So this is the list I asked you to set up in step 2. Okay, so first of all, you edit your trigger. I would say immediately. And trigger when subscribers are imported. This means that let's say you do something else in another event, you may have a bunch of people that you want to give this course for free or whatever. So you may add these people to your list manually and let them get these automated emails. So I will definitely click this option. But if you're not going to do any of that, don't worry about it. Just make sure you set immediately. So update your trigger and then design email. This time I'm going to be a bit more detailed with this for some of your benefits. Now here it's just for your eyes only, so you can say online course delivery number 1, email number 1. But then this one is for people to see, so maybe thank you for purchasing, here's your class 1. Whatever, like do whatever is appropriate. Make sure you put the right name here. It could be, you know, XYZ from ABC. Now here, I'm going to change this because it's a Gmail. Often they have a warning sign when it is Gmail. They find that some people will block it, so they often ask you not to put a Gmail address there. So let's just do this for sake of ease. So you put your information here, and then you go next. Like last time, I showed you about using one of the save template. This time, I'm just going to show you the basic because there's some features I want to introduce you to, and there are many formats. So, for example, here you can actually put 3 videos, for instance, or 3 images if you like. You can make it more complex, but I'm just going to show you the very basic 1-column style. Okay, now make sure in this box, do something about this because sometimes you will forget and then it looks odd. So, whatever, online course. And then here, I always recommend that you will put a image header here because it's going to make it so much nicer and more professional. So it could be an image for the course. It could be your business banner. Keep it, I would say, keep it simple, but have some consistency. Actually, that was slightly too big. So, okay, I just replace this one. Now, then you design an email. You can say whatever you need to say. Often in your first email, you may want to lay out what's the course about, what kind of benefit they were going to get, and also what they're going to receive in the coming weeks. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to pretend you're going to have 5 emails over 5 weeks, 1 email per week, just for the sake of setting up. I'm not going to go through all 5 emails, but I'm going to show you how to set up the followings. Now, so you will do your explanation here or description here. Now, here's 2 things. So if you do a video course, then there are 2 things that you can do here. So if you do an audio course, and so your course is about having audios and PDF, basically you're going to get a link from me, which is about the high places, high-tail places that I give you the link, the room, basically, you imagine. So you can say, for example, Class 1, you can access all the audios and PDFs here. So what you do is that you will hyperlink this into a link that I give you. So often it will be something like spaces.hightail.com, something. So you insert it. And then you may have some explanation here, up to you say you can access and download all the audios and PDFs here. So when you have a video course, I will also do that here for you. So you may even include the videos. Now, so that's pretty straightforward. People can basically get the class here. And as I said before, it's up to you. You may want to, when you do this, you may have a bit more explanation about what this week is all about. So it's up to you. But that's the gist of giving them the link so that they come to the class. And you will have seen how the high spaces look like, how the class is going to look like. They will see basically a slight image of each of the files. So that's pretty straightforward. They can view it there if this is audio and PDF. For video, they can only download it. So for audio people, I have given you another option, which is a Vimeo link. Now, so you may say, you can access and download all the video, audios, and PDFs here. So that's your Hightail link here that you put. And you can say, you can also watch the video here. Now what I'm going to do is that I will have uploaded your videos on the Vimeo channel, and I will given you a link, and so that you can basically put them here so people can watch it instantly instead of going to your Hightail spaces and download it. Now that's definitely an advantage here, because people like to watch things instantly, so that's easier. Now there are two ways to do this. I'm going to show you both. Now, so in MailChimp, for the email setup, you have an option that you're going to be able to just grab this icon in the content column, grab this video column icon, and stick it into the email like this. Now, I already prepared a video from my Vimeo channel here, so I'll copy the link, and what you do is that you put the video URL here, and voila, you will have a video here where people can just click and play and watch. And I believe that when they click it here, they actually will come to something like this. I think it's open a new window scenario, but it's still pretty good, right? So you can have people downloading the materials from here, and you can have them watching the video from this picture. Now, some people don't like this because it's kind of big, and you may want to stick it in the middle of the email because you're saying different things. You may be explaining a little bit about your video. I have another shortcut I want to show you. So you cannot insert a video like this in the middle of the content of a content block. However, you can do this trick, which is inserting a picture. Now, I have taken a screenshot of my video. So to do a screenshot of any image on your computer, if you're using a Mac, is basically Shift Command 4, press it at the same time, and then you do this. And then you hear a camera shot sound, and that will be it. And you will have a screenshot. So the screenshot will either be your desktop or your download. Anyhow, so you upload the image. So see, I have a screenshot here on my desktop, and I will just basically open it and upload it. So I already uploaded it, so I will select this. Now, so that's basically just an image of a screenshot of my video. So it is really big, so I would say 400 will be enough, 400. And then I'm going to paste the URL in here. So this is a Vimeo video that I show you, and that's just a picture of it. Okay, save and insert the image. So now you will see in this way, what I'm doing is that I basically stick up a picture here, but I hyperlink this picture to the actual video. So you can have a video in the middle of the content of the email. So I found it quite handy because sometimes you want to explain things, and this kind of blocks you because you have to then create another content block here to explain stuff. So I quite like this little shortcut, so you may like to use it too. Now I want to keep it in the middle, so what you do is that you make sure stick it in the middle, and then voila. So then you can have two options of sticking your video there. And again, when you click on this, basically it's open a new window. You watch it from here, but it's a lot more straightforward, and the email look much nicer if you can do this. Instead of just having words and then hyperlink, it's better to have an image, and it's better when your image is linked to the actual video. So now we are done with this. I would recommend you to save it as a template because, as I said before, if you're going to send out 4 or 5 emails, you can always use the same banner anyway, so there's no problem about keeping the format. And if you have new video each week, all you need to do is just replace this or replace that. It's going to save you time. So save this as a template for your course. That will be a benefit. Now, save and continue. Now, this basically, if you click next and then take the following steps, that will be basically a workflow that you can execute. Now, this is just the first email. So we're going to add the next email. So again, I think normally you would select 7 days on this one because you will probably want to have 1 email per week for your course. It's up to you. So you do email number 2, and then you design your email as previously. Now, remember, you have a template now. So you will still put in new email subject because it's new, but then you will very likely to, okay, So anyway, number 2, whatever, you're going to write the right thing. I'm just doing an example. Then you can basically go to your save template. So the first automated email that we have created is a template. So you will see the save template. So you can just make very small changes and that will be much easier for you. So now, whatever, I'm just going to randomly stick something there, okay? Okay, save and continue. Okay, so you will see now there are 2 emails. One is going to go immediately after subscriber join your list. Basically, when people have paid for the course, when your list get their email address, this is going to happen straight away. Then this one is going to come out in 7 days' time. So you can keep on adding until your course is fully delivered. And when you go next, this one is just a little thing because some of these examples are fake, so obviously there's some problems to resolve, but you wouldn't have that. And then when you click this button, Start Workflow, your workflow will start. But don't worry, you can always come back to pause it. Now I'm just going to save and exit to automation. Okay, it's empty because I didn't save it. I didn't hit the Start Workflow button, but effectively when you hit the Workflow button, that's done. So yeah, so this one, for instance, is still in edit mode because we didn't hit the Start Workflow. You make sure it will look like this because it has started the workflow. So these are just completely mock example. But I think you get the idea how this is done. So I hope this is useful for you. If you have any more questions, please just let me know.